go any day.
Ladies,
Hold up.
come on now.
Mestizo ass bitch.
Come on.
I got your bitch. I promise you, you don't want that fight.
Did you just call her a mestizo ass bitch? Because that right there.
I'm not even mestizo, you dumb fuck.
Yes,
You are so fucking dumb. Hold on. Hold on. Can somebody mute this dumb trick? Because I'm gonna say this real quick, and I will drop because I'm.
Hold on. Y'all gotta be respectful. You know, see that's a real big problem. That's gonna be a big problem for us.
But do you see that I said I want to ask her 3 questions, and she said I'm not gonna talk to you, bitch. And she called me a mestizo. I want to reiterate to everyone, I don't have Spanish ancestry. My mother's side is mixed, and it's still not with Spanish. Oh hell no! Now more of the pretendians are coming in. Anyhow, yeah. So this is the thing. I'm not mestizo. Like, you can be mad about that all day. It doesn't change the fact that I'm still not. I speak Spanish. That doesn't mean I am Spanish. I speak English. I'm also not English. So yeah, I've already repeatedly stated that the part European that comes from my mother's side is Scottish. My father's full blood. The rest of my family is full blood. But I don't know why that makes you mad.
Catalina,
but it's disrespectful as fuck.
You don't have to. Matter is anything that has weight and takes up space.
I know that, but this is the thing. They do this, and I keep in mind, she's not even connected to a community. She's defending people who aren't connected to a community. They're continuing to speak over people. She won't cam up and prove that she's actually an Afro-Indigenous person and not somebody just cosplaying and causing chaos on the fucking internet. And then anytime you got, like, this is what's funny about y'all silly hoes on this app. Y'all be saying that stuff all the time, that you want to try to pull up on me, or you want to do this, or you want to do that. I'm 5'10". I promise you midget ass motherfuckers don't want no smoke. Go for it.
Sorry.
All right, my bad. Let me chill. I'm about to get the fuck like,
Let me find it. Okay. Listen. You noticed that she did not want, you noticed that she did not want to talk to any of the girls, right? She just wanted to talk to you guys, even though we're perfectly capable of having like a quote unquote civilized conversation, right? And Carolina did say, hey, I just want to ask you a question. And she didn't come at her in any disrespectful manner when she wanted to ask that question, right? So I just wanted to let you know that there's a lot of like a misogyny within these spaces as well, where they'll give the men all the respect in the world, but they will not give the women any respect, especially when me and Carolina come from two matriarchal lines, right? Not only that, but she also said, well, I'm not talking to you until you apologize to No Pseudo. Me and No Pseudo already had these conversations. Everybody knows that me and No Pseudo have had these conversations because me and No Pseudo have been on panels together. We're friends. We're cool with each other. I defend him, he defends me. Like, me and him are cool. When I came into that live, Zach's live, and Zach can back me up and so can Kat, I yelled at everybody, including Zach, including Kat, that we should not be talking about other people's tribes if that one person from that tribe is not there to defend themselves. That's all I said. I said, guys, we probably shouldn't be doing this because we already know.
But can we agree that global white tea racism supremacy is real?
Yeah, it's 100% real. Look at what she said. She's
Navajo.
She's Apache. Let me make this 100% clear. Carolina is Lipan. The reason I am Mexicana is because I was born in Mexico. Carolina and fucking Azul have seen my birth certificate. Eddie has also seen my birth certificate. That's what makes me Mexican. My indigeneity comes from my mother and half of my father. My father is half and half. My mother is indigenous. And yes, I do understand that my mother is light-skinned.
The bum bitches who go sit around on the internet. No, I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. But that's what she's referring to. Her ex-bestie. Yeah, those were not her besties, but okay, I'm her bestie.
I didn't call any one of them my best friends. Like, and then let's be honest. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about a woman who doesn't even feed her kids, but has enough money to do a background check on people, her friends included. That's crazy.
So hold on. So hold on. Natives only wants to come up. I'm gonna let her up in a second. But
I can have a full phone conversation with her as long as she doesn't.
Natives only. I'm gonna bring you up, but please be respectful. And just refrain from not natives only.
I just want to say the misogyny after coming someone's children and mothering.
Hold on 1 second. Natives only. Is it necessary? Is it necessary that you put that out there?
That's what I'm saying. Why she had to put the kids in it?
Okay. Well, hold on 1 second. Is that necessary?
Is that necessary? That's what I want to know.
So I know this. Hold on, I know this.
We shouldn't be speaking on anybody's kids.
Hold on 1 second. It's probably.
I wasn't talking about kids. I said specifically. Hold on.
Their spies are coming in here anyway.
I said specifically. How are you going to sit here and talk to somebody who has enough money to run a background check on her friends, right? Supposedly, but doesn't have enough money to feed her kids?
Oh,
that's what I said.
Misogynistic.
Hold on, let me ask.
In no universe is that misogynistic. I think you need to touch a lobotomy at this point.
And their mothering skills.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Is it possible, ladies? Hold on, natives only. Please don't unmute yourself. Is it possible? Just in the spirit of unity, all of you, neither one of you are white tea women, correct?
She's not, but
no, I'm
gonna
the might be, but I'm not.
Hold on. I'm gonna take her word for it. I'm just gonna call me naive in that way. I am sometimes, but I'm gonna take her word and that she's not white tea. So, with that being said, I think we're gonna give each other, just do it just for tonight. Give each other a little grace, and put everything that's all the dirt or whatever. Let's sweep that under the rug. Let's throw that out, and try to start over from scratch, if you can. Can that be done? Natives only.
Will
you be willing to do that? Hold on.
As long as they stop lying on me,
don't preface anything.
I'm good with it.
Would you be willing to do that?
I'll be willing, but again, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I match energy.
And you're from New York, right?
Come on, man. You don't hear it?
I do. Whereabouts?
What part of New York you from?
The only part of New York.
What the fuck is you talking about? What part of New York is you from?
The Bronx, bro.
Bronx? I'm from the Bronx.
I figured that. The Bronx.
Come on now.
What part of the Bronx? You on Webster? Where you at?
Listen, that's too much info.
Okay. I used to live on Webster Projects back in the days.
Come on now. I'm from the Bronx.
So we got some New Yorkers in the house.
New Yorker. I live up there though.
So, but ladies, for real, I hate to see the infighting, to be honest with you. And, natives only, it's just me speaking from personal, experience. With Mateo, this dude, I personally believe he's no good. You know what I mean? I know he probably defended you, and kudos to him. But he allows too much of that anti-Blackness in his spaces. And I think that's something that maybe you should observe. Just observe it. And then if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. Then you could probably have a private conversation with him and say, well, this is what I see. Now, us, especially, I'm taking it, you're from the Caribbean, partially, correct? Natives only?
All right, sorry, I was putting this up.
Partially from the Caribbean islands?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
From Borinquen.
Okay, Puerto Rico. Okay. So, so is Brother Carlito.
Yeah.
I know I gave him flowers. I gave you mad flowers. You didn't see? I was just giving you flowers.
I didn't know. I apologize. I was like eating and stuff, so I was kind of more talking and eating, and I wasn't looking at the screen. But yeah, yo soy de Fajardo. Yo soy de Fajardo, de área de Monterrey.
Okay. Fajardo. I have some cousins out there.
And I could tell you, my brother Carlito won't allow or be in those spaces of anti-Blackness. As a matter of fact, the reason why I did the part 2 to this, because this was my subject yesterday.
Yeah.
The only reason why I did this because brother wanted to come up and, talk about it. But, we had a anti-Black so-called indigenous person, Chicano liberator, whatever he called himself. He made some comments and I want to bring them up, and then this is where we are. I do believe personally that you and Sister Carolina and Sister Chopper probably have a lot more in common than you don't have in common. And sometimes, don't cringe,
You do realize that they're still talking shit in the chat.
Hey.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I mean, I match energies.
But we
I match energies. I believe in mutual respect and mutual disrespect.
This what we're gonna do. Let's.
What I'm saying.
Well, let's say that smoke what a fire is, and the real fire is with global white tea supremacy racism. I
agree, including the mestiza ones that be acting up. Sometimes you gotta be like chagata,
But the sister not a mestiza.
Reiterate that I'm not mestiza. So
the sister
literally said she was happy, and she acted all of it.
What?
Excuse me, isn't it like colonial officers to come like you not black, you not black?
Hold on, natives only. Hold on. I'm trying to hold on, Carolina. Hold on. And now I'm trying to be I'm trying to pretty much bridge this gap that I think I personally believe you all can.
Bring Kat up. I'm sorry.
No, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna bring Kat up in just a second. Just a second. She got to chill out for a minute. Because I personally believe that you all could bridge this gap that you all have. I personally believe you all have more in common than you don't. I think it's just a misunderstanding.
I'm a strong believer that I don't have to like everybody.
No, you don't.
I 100% agree.
Hold on, wait.
I also don't believe in going around attacking them either, or even trying to
See what I do know. But what I do know a little bit about is that New York swag. I know how it is. A lot of it is
bravado.
Yeah.
Okay, but understand Mexican swag too.
Yeah.
What's that called? Machismo.
What? But are you Mexican today or Apache or like what into tribal personality?
You see what I mean?
See, hold on, everybody. Hold on. My goodness. Why y'all gotta, hold on 1 second.
Well, I will say this, brother. What you don't want to do is play go between.
No. You're right there, brother. You're right. But I want them to
play the go between.
So I'm gonna say this. I am black and Mexican and Navajo all the time. Just like I'm in Benton, black and Navajo and Mexican all the time.
I don't care.
I speak all 4 different languages.
You see what we mean?
All the time.
You see what we mean? And I'm Apache and Mexican. I'm Apache and Purepecha. We're allowed to be more than one thing. Wasn't it you just claiming to be Afro-Indigenous?
Who was saying that I'm not black, bitch? Like, wasn't it you?
We all said was
like,
all we said was
you a
come up.
combo ass bitch.
All we said was come up. We just said come up.
Ass bitch.
What bitch?
Come up. Oh my god.
Your mama should have swallowed you.
This is something
we just said come up. That's all we said.
You know what? Hold on, Carlito. There was this. I wanted to speak to.
Nobody's ever called me out for claiming that I'm Mascalero Apache because I've never claimed it. So no one's ever told me to produce evidence, which I refuse. So that's a lie because my children are Mascalero Apache. So if she misheard or got it secondhand, third hand, that's not my problem, dude. I'm not going to sit here and get like attacked at the ankles by every chihuahua that hears a rumor and listens to it. I judge people on my interaction with them, not on what I hear. Fuck what I heard. I want to know myself what type of person you are. I want to judge you on my interaction with you. And I have not had an interaction with neither one of these ladies. I couldn't tell you anything other than what I've experienced, and that is I've been called names, I've been muted, I've been talked shit to. None of them have reached out to me in private message and said, hey, Chicana, I need to talk to you. I'm a little bothered by something. That's what I encourage on my platform. I always say, hey, you guys, if you guys have problems with another person within our community, don't drag it out like this. Go behind closed doors, go message them, at least have the intention to resolve, come up with a solution, or at least agree to go your separate ways and not to drag each other, right? Because you guys are holding a movement of unity. We are too. I'm not trying to kick you down off the mountain because the goal is the same. Is this people that I have a large following. I'm a spoken word poet. I'm mortified that this is happening in our community, that we're acting like this. Like, it's embarrassing.
But let me just interrupt just for a second. I'm sorry to cut you off. Now, I can't speak to, Carolina or Sister Chopper and how that might go in the future. I hope that you all can pretty much
Your mom or your dad.
No,
I stepped on your toes. I've stabbed you in the back.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Chopper. Hold on. So
I'm not doing this. If you
hold on 1 second. Hold on, can you Indigenous? Give me a second. Let's everybody give me a second real quick, please. So just speaking again from personal experience, I believe I can have a decent conversation with you. But just the way it's a way to defend your wife's integrity. Hold on 1 second. It's a way to defend your wife's integrity. But when he came over here and mentioned somebody,
he's not over here. I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about me. I invite you.
Okay. Well,
listen, let's be fair. Let's be fair. I don't think it's respectful for you to talk to me about him. He's a grown man. He could talk for himself. But what I will say is this. I invite you wholeheartedly to come to our live. You could come and sit and listen to the men on our panel and let them tell you who Chicano is. Not this chick. Not these haters.
But again,
wait. Let me just speak my piece because I'm going to drop. I'm not doing this.
Okay.
What I'm telling you is I invite any of you guys and you will be treated with respect. You will be treated fair. Anyone can come up and ask any questions they want. But for me to sit here by myself in a room full of ops that hate me for what? When I don't know none of you. I don't know any of you. None of you know me. None of you know what I do in the community or how I maneuver in life. None of you, and I don't know none of you guys. I don't know any of you. This is weird. This isn't normal.
Why are you up here? Then leave. Why are you even up here? Why every time you see us on a panel?
Who is this? You see, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know this girl right here. This whoever Azul is, I don't know her. That's my son's middle name.
Indigenous,
but
go ahead
I
and
don't
finish
know
your
this woman that's already biting at my ankles. This is what happens.
Go ahead and finish your thought.
This hate breeds hate. Azul, if I did anything to offend you, hit me up in the messages. Call me. I'll talk to you. If I owe you an apology, I'll give it to you. But I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I've never had an interaction with you. I've never met you. You're not familiar to me. There, you've all heard it. She could reach out to me in private message. She could come to my live and I'll treat her with the utmost respect. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if you got a problem with Chicana, come talk to Chicana. Come to my live. I welcome you. No one's going to treat, none of my people will treat you bad. I don't roll like that. So host, thank you for letting me come up. I'm mad respect for letting me talk and not muting me and dropping me. I really respect that. And if any of you have done you wrong or made you feel some kind of way, again, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm not scared of nobody. I will apologize. But come at me with some facts. Don't come at me with bullshit and rumors. Judge me on the content of my character. And I'm just going to drop. I hope y'all have a blessed day.
All right. So, I mean, I appreciate, I don't know if you're still alive, but I appreciate you coming up, speaking your piece. And I will, you know what? I'm first, I have to consult with my ward council, brother, Asar Poppy, about that, the next step, see and get his opinion on that, because I do consult my brother. I value his opinion. He already knows that. And with that being said, who was that at the top corner? And
Anu Kassan.
Go ahead. I know you had something to say.
I just wanted to, this is Tori Choppa when she brought up saying that, I could do a background check, but I can't feed my kids. Not once And as a mom, I've taken care of 8
Then
fucking kids.
shut
Not
the
once did my
fuck
kids
up.
ever.
Why are you even up
Not
here? We
once
did
ever.
talk about
Not
your
once
bitch
did I
ass.
ever.
No,
Fucking
My kids were
let me
dumbass.
ever
say
not
something.
fed,
This
so they're always taken care of.
Hold on one second.
Let me say.
That's
Let
all I
me
wanted
say.
to say.
Hold on one
My
second.
kids are always taken care of by 2
Everybody,
indigenous parents, 2
shut
imported
the fuck
parents.
up.
hold on.
No one was even talking to you, but
That
okay.
bitch even up here has
You
nothing to
shut the
do with the
fuck up.
conversation. Who
Let
even
me.
gives a fuck?
Hold on one
Let me say
second.
something.
Hold
Let me say
on.
something. Let me say something.
And
Let
that's
me
all
say
like I wanted
something.
to say.
Because
So the fact that that was brought up and
Hold
stuff.
on. Did you? Hold
Anything
on.
else?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. So
I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
did you come up here to say something to Chopper or?
Yeah, that was torture because she was like, oh, she could do a background check, but she can't afford to feed her kids. Not once did my kids ever go without being fed. They're always taken care of by 2 indigenous parents. Their dad worked 6 days a week.
Yeah, fuck you, Chopper.
Wait a minute.
interesting.
I did.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I heard something different.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. But
That's
that's
crazy.
it's not what I heard. But okay. Anyways, I just want to say something because I wanted to say something while she was up here, and I would have been really calm and perfectly calm while saying it, right? This is the woman who literally did a background check on me and basically saying that I was born in California when I'm sorry, but background checks don't only go so far. They only go so far. I literally have my sponsor. My sponsor for me to get my citizenship lives in Riverside. My sponsor is literally my older brother. He lives in Riverside. That was my sponsor. My father couldn't do it because my father is a felon. You also have the wrong father, by the way. That's my uncle. My dad, I showed you what my dad looked like. And these are the kind of women who literally harassed my mom. They harassed her. They went to her Facebook and started harassing her. They also post pictures of my fucking mom up on the internet for everyone to see when my mom has nothing to do with whatever I do. But they post her picture and they post a picture of my uncle. They have never seen my birth certificate when Eddie and Azul has seen my birth certificate, right? And not only that, but I do have a cousin on here. Her name is Violet Edgewater. She is my cousin. She vouches for me. That's blood cousin right there. And so that whole little group, that whole little crew who has harassed my mom, right, and who posts pictures of my mom and posts pictures of my fucking dad and did a background check, and this is how I know it was you because you did a background check on other people and you also gave me their information and I still have the receipts. I still have all the text messages. You gave me Henny Sara's address. You gave me Mono's address. You gave me Mateo's address. You gave me Sutek's address, and you gave me his background as well. That's how I know you did it. So for you to sit here and deny it when I literally have the receipts of every single time that you've given me something, and everyone blames me for doxing when it was you, the one who was actually doxing, I was just putting the information out there. And I literally gave you so much of my time. I gave you money when you needed it. I never asked it. I ever asked for it back. I would have literally given the shirt off my back for you, Chris. But for you to sit there and side with someone and also run a background check on me and then listen to people who have done my own genealogy when they don't even have the correct information. My name here is different from my name in Mexico. But for you to sit here and do that to me, and you to call me the closest friend, right? But then turn around and do that to me, and let people harass my mom, let people bring her picture up, let people bring my mugshot up, let people try to find my father. That right there, and I have never done anything and said anything bad about you. That right there, I feel like it's bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit.
Man, it sounds like, and it just sounds like a lot of bad history. And honestly, I wish, and I don't know if I don't want to overstep my bounds, but I wish it's a situation that you all could find
No.